Ever tried talking to AI and felt like you're speaking a different language? You're not alone. Today, we're diving into the art of prompt engineering, the secret sauce behind getting amazing results from AI. By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly how to craft prompts that make AI tools sing.
And trust me, it's not just about typing commands into ChatGPT, it's about understanding how to communicate effectively with these powerful tools.
So, let's start with the basics. What exactly is prompt engineering?
Well, according to recent research, prompt engineering is the art and science of crafting instructions that guide AI models to produce desired outputs. Think of it like giving directions to an incredibly smart but literal-minded assistant.
That's fascinating. And I've heard it's becoming quite a lucrative field?
Oh, absolutely. According to recent job listings, companies like OpenAI and Anthropic are offering salaries ranging from $200,000 to $375,000 for prompt engineers. It's become one of the fastest growing tech skills.
Wait, that's software engineer level money.
Exactly. And here's what's interesting. Many of these roles don't even require advanced coding skills. It's all about mastering AI communication.
So what's the first step in becoming better at prompt engineering?
The most important rule is being specific and descriptive. According to OpenAI's best practices, vague prompts lead to vague results.
Can you give us an example?
Sure. Instead of saying, write a poem about OpenAI, you'd say, write a short, inspiring poem about OpenAI's recent DALL-E launch in the style of Maya Angelou. See how much more specific that is?
That makes a lot of sense. It's almost like the difference between telling someone to make dinner versus giving them a detailed recipe.
You know, that's a perfect analogy. And it reminds me of something interesting. The way we write prompts is actually very similar to how we teach children.
Oh, how so?
Both require clear, specific instructions and positive reinforcement. You wouldn't tell a child to be good. You'd explain exactly what behavior you want to see.
That's fascinating. What other key principles should we keep in mind?
According to the research, there are three main techniques: zero-shot prompting, where you give direct instructions; few-shot prompting, where you provide examples; and chain-of-thought prompting, where you guide the AI through steps.
Could you break those down a bit more?
Let's start with zero-shot. This is when you give the AI a direct instruction without any examples. It's the simplest approach, but it doesn't always give the best results.
And few-shot prompting?
Few-shot prompting is where you provide one or more examples of what you want. It's like showing someone a completed task before asking them to do it themselves.
That makes sense. And chain of thought?
Chain of thought is particularly interesting. You break down complex tasks into smaller steps and guide the AI through each one. Studies show this dramatically improves accuracy for complex tasks.
You know what's surprising? It sounds like prompt engineering is more about understanding human communication than understanding technology.
Exactly. And that's why it's such an accessible field. The best prompt engineers often come from backgrounds in teaching, writing, or psychology.
What are some common mistakes people make when writing prompts?
One of the biggest mistakes is being too vague or assuming the AI knows what you want. Another is not providing enough context or constraints.
Can you give an example?
Sure. Instead of saying, create a marketing plan, you should say, develop a digital marketing strategy for a mid-sized e-commerce brand targeting eco-conscious consumers with a $50,000 budget.
The difference is night and day.
And here's something counterintuitive. Being more conversational often produces better results than being technically precise.
Really? Why is that?
These models are trained on human conversation and writing. When we're too rigid or formal, we're actually making it harder for them to understand us.
Let's talk about some advanced techniques. What should people know once they've mastered the basics?
One powerful technique is using delimiters to separate different parts of your prompt. According to OpenAI's guidelines, using markers like NumOWhat or Sura helps the AI understand structure better.
And what about different AI models? Do you need different approaches for ChatGPT versus Claude or Gemini?
Yes, each model has its quirks. Recent studies show that while the basic principles remain the same, you might need to adjust your style slightly for each one.
Any specific examples?
For instance, Claude tends to respond well to more formal academic language, while ChatGPT often performs better with conversational prompts.
That's really helpful to know. What about real-world applications? Where are people using these skills?
The applications are incredibly diverse. According to recent surveys, businesses are using prompt engineering for everything from content creation to code development to customer service automation.
Any particularly interesting examples?
One fascinating case study showed how a real estate company used prompt engineering to generate unique property descriptions, saving their agents hours of work while increasing engagement by 40%.
That's impressive. What about the future of prompt engineering? Where do you see this field going?
According to McKinsey's research, AI-powered workflows could add $4.4 trillion annually to the global economy. Prompt engineering will be crucial in unlocking that value.
Those are some big numbers.
And what's really interesting is how this skill is becoming essential across all industries, not just tech.
So what's your advice for someone just starting out with prompt engineering?
Start simple. Practice being specific and clear in your prompts. And most importantly, don't be afraid to iterate and refine your approach based on the results you get.
Any final tips or tricks?
Yes, always remember to include context about your desired outcome, and don't hesitate to ask the AI to explain its reasoning. This can help you understand how to improve your prompts.
This has been incredibly insightful. As we wrap up, what's the one thing you want our listeners to remember?
The key is to think of prompt engineering as a conversation, not a command. The better you communicate, the better results you'll get.
That's a perfect way to sum it up. And remember, folks, just like learning any new language, practice makes perfect.
Absolutely. And don't be afraid to experiment. Some of the best prompting techniques were discovered through trial and error.
Well, that brings Copilot podcasts. Remember, the next time you're talking to AI, it's not about speaking its language. It's about helping it understand yours.
And who knows? Maybe you'll be one of those six-figure prompt engineers we talked about earlier.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Until next time, keep prompting